Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Dom Cicale Mafia Roundtable. Hope everybody had a relaxing week. Folks, tonight's going to be a double header. We have the show at 5, and we're coming out at prime time. We got a lot of things to address, a lot of things to address. I mean, from me being a homosexual to me being just at a drug rehab. I was at a drug rehab. Ain't that a boy? Oh boy, the stories people like to tell, what they'll do for views. And then we got Joey Merlino coming out talking stuff. So we'll go into Joey maybe later, maybe not. That's why I tune into the 7 p.m. prime time show. But before we go into anything tonight, I just want to thank everybody for all the love, the support, having my back. You haters, keep on hating. Keep on hating because you guys just you keep on giving me the fuel I need. So, but this week was good. I got a lot completed, a lot done. It was nice to step back and basically analyze the whole situation, what's going on, who's who. Um, and you know what? There's too many people out there that I'm not even going to acknowledge anymore. You know why? They're not on my level. They just can't what's the word I'm looking at? They can't sit down with me. Put it that way. I'm gonna go back to my mafia ways. You want to have a conversation with me? You want me to go at me? You have to have some status, brothers, sisters. You have to have some status. You have to be known. You just can't come out of the woodwork, say, "Hey, I was out of the woodsack unit, and here I am." But nobody's heard of you. And yes, you know what? I am very tight with the government, prosecutors, FBI agents, marshals. It's part of my new life. Why would I turn my back on them? That's my family, and also everybody on YouTube. So I'm not that gangster no more. I'm not that killer no more. But if somebody comes by me, it's a different story. Somebody comes to my home, tries to harm my family, different story. Different story. But you know what? A, a lot of fugazis out there, a lot of self proclaimed killers, wannabes. We will go into that later. We will definitely go into that. Maybe hit some more of the topic now on it. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about, and I'm really not going to be doing too much talking about it, but this is Gene Borrello's thing. And he has a hair up his nose, and Gene's going to keep it respectful. Gene's going to make his points and talk about the inconsistencies about Tommy Karate. And in my opinion, I'll leave that for afterwards. But folks, it's just unbelievable. One thing here at Mafia Roundtable, and everybody knows this, we keep it real. I do not fabricate. I don't have to embellish. I don't have to make false statements against people, derogatory statements to knock them, to get views. People want to talk out of the sides of their mouths. I have so many connections you have no idea, especially in the streets. Um, with the Genovese, with the Colombos, with the Lucchese's, with the Bonannos, and then just Gambinos. But you know what? We have a long reach, a long reach. And when you ask FBI agents, hey, you know this one, you know that one? And they're like, never heard of them. Never heard of them. Heard this guy's this, that, and the other thing. He's proclaiming this. Never heard of him. So we'll go into that later on in the show. But as for now, um, I'm back. I'm back. Well rested, energized, and we're ready to go. And one thing about this channel, we keep it real. So we have Gene Borrello, who was a former, oh, let me back up a second. For those of you who don't know me, I was a former captain in the Bonanno crime family, at one point second in command. I turned my life around when the family turned their back on me, when the boss turned his back on me. I don't make excuses for what I did. I took the easy way out. And I say that all the time. But you know what? I'll be damned if I was going to continue to be a scapegoat. I did too much time in prisons. Wasn't for me anymore. I was done. And I'm glad I walked away from the life because nowadays that life is shit. It's not what it once was. It's not what people purport it to be. And I'm glad I stepped away. I don't hide. I didn't take the witness protection program like a coward. And trust me, till this day, there's a target on me. I don't care. I don't care. You know why? That's a real gangster. A real gangster knows let the chips lie where they lie. I don't have to cry to the feds, to the marshals. They're after me. They're coming after me. Relocate me here, relocate me there. You know what that plot is? Stay tuned. You'll find out later. You'll find out later why people say that, what happens through the whole situation. I'm going to educate people on a lot of things. And when we show or we make statements here, believe it can be backed up. And if we make a mistake, we correct it. So, Gene Borrello was a former thug, gangster, wild man, without a doubt, in the Bonanno crime family. He was an associate. And for those of you who don't know, an associate's a guy who's around a made member. So that makes them part of the crime family. They're the lowest status of a crime family, but they're still part of the crime family where they have to abide by rules, regulations as well, because they are a reflection on the guy that represents them. So without further ado, we're going to bring Gene Borrello to the stage. What's up, Gene? Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
You miss me?
Yeah. You in rehab?
You missed me like a toothache, right?
You in rehab? That's a new one?
Yeah, no, I was in rehab. Gene, you know me. You see me all. You saw I was strung out most of the times. I was nodding, I had the cigarette with the long ash, and it never broke. Never broke. I was good. Huh?
Listen, we got Joey really mad. He's mad, Joey. Merlino, he's pissed off. Oh, he's pissed. He did a whole video. He's saying that we're making fun of him dancing.
Listen, you know what's ironic though, Gene? I didn't make fun of him. Listen, I didn't make fun of him dancing, but on a show I was going like this, and he actually made fun.
No, he's talking about me. He's mad. He's talking about me and you on this video the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely me and you.
That's all right. Well, we'll come out.
He's mad about the girl that he did. Some girl paid for his house to be fixed, which we know for a fact. I spoke to the lady, and he never paid her. He owed her like 60 grand and beat her. And that was.
We'll go into that tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll definitely go into that tomorrow. Yeah. Because there's a few things he did say, trying to compare my wife with his wife. Little innuendos that you could pick up. You know who he's talking about. Joey, when I say something, I'll address it to you like a man. But guess what? Let me give you a little history. I'm in Boca a lot, without a doubt. I walk into Patsy's whenever I want. And I gave him my word, nothing will ever happen in his place. I wouldn't do that to somebody's place of business. But Joe, I like cigars as well. And so do my friends. So I'm sure we'll definitely run into each other. And then you know what? Call me a rat to my face.
Yeah,
he ain't doing that to my face.
He ain't doing
and that. I already know you carry a knife. You got one shot. You got one shot to stick me. You can put it anywhere. Matter of fact, I'll give you the first shot. That's how nice I am.
You could stack Joey, Tommy Karate, and fuck on top of each other. They're still 5 foot.
See, Gene, I never underestimate anybody, but I'm okay with that. I'm secure. I don't look for issues, for problems. But you know what? I could go anywhere I want to go. And I do like cigar lounges, especially in Boca Raton.
Hey, you know what he's saying now? That he don't need the money. Get the fuck out of here. Now he's rich. Yeah.
How's he rich?
He's saying now, I don't need the YouTube money. I don't need the Patreon. Bro, you will look on your Patreon. Come on, Cuisine, sign up for my Patreon. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Just because you're robbing this new guy that owns a steak place, now he's some big shot, get out of here, man. Come on.
You know what? If he is, Gene, I never knock anybody's hustle. If he's
No, I
making
know.
money, cool. I don't count somebody's money. I don't have to count their money.
He's a clown.
You know, it's hard when you're living on people's couches. When I'm a bum, I have nothing. So
Right.
we'll go into that though at the later show.
Um,
But I did listen to some of what Tommy Karate was saying. I know he has a really, really bad taste in his mouth with, he calls him, the guy's name is Johnny A Light. He calls him
yeah.
a liar. But, you know, Gene, this is going to be your show. Let's keep it respectful. Let's keep
Yeah.
it, and I mean your show. This is just, I want to hear what you have to say because this is something you wanted to bring out and address it. So,
Yeah. Well, basically, my whole thing was this: it's awesome that a guy like Tommy Karate is speaking. You know what I'm saying? For like our side of the world. You know, like wow, it's Tommy Karate talking. And then I started listening to his videos, and I'm listening to him and his daughter, who has no idea what she's even doing or talk. It just basically she was put in by Angel Gotti almost, so they could make John Jr. sound better. That's all it really is, the ploy. But anyway,
so Gene, not to interrupt, but I need to interrupt.
Yeah.
I just contradict myself. And I'm going to stop you periodically if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay, you passed the statement, Angel Gotti. So that means, let me ask you something, because I haven't listened to all his stuff.
They're paying.
But he doesn't knock John Jr.?
No.
He doesn't wait, we have a late edition. Hold on. We have another Bonanno groupie. Nah, another Bonanno guy who was around me, dear friend of mine till this day. Love him, got a lot of love for him, a lot of respect for him. He was an associate with me, close with me, had my back, and without further ado, after he finishes chewing his food, because now we'll just come on and eat. So you know what? You can eat. Tell me, give me the thumbs up when you're done, and then come on. Okay. So, Joe Barone to the stage. What's up,
What's up, guys? How you
right.
doing? Yeah, I just had to take a quick bite. I was starving.
Okay.
Took
All
me a
right,
few
go ahead,
minutes,
Gene.
you know?
So Angel, to me, I'm almost positive, and I got a lot of messages. I hurt my finger, by the way. It was completely crooked. I'll show it to you. It was in an L. Yeah,
I'm not even gonna ask.
Anyway, so
wait, so he doesn't, and he never acknowledges that John ratted John Jr.
No.
Okay, so we'll address that topic too later.
Maybe I missed it. I know the ones I was listening to. No, he's trying. Listen, Angel Gotti's desperate to make her brother not look like a rat because it's all coming out that her brother's a bona fide rat.
That's been known for years.
Yeah, but they're going crazy because they're losing a lot of deals over it now, and I think a lot of things in the background because now he's known as a rat. A lot of that stand-up stuff is out the window, so I think he's losing a lot of clout and things that he had going. You get what I'm saying? Like it's exposed that he's a rat. Anyway, Tommy Karate's being paid 100% with his daughter and them to do this whole thing. Obviously, no one's taking care of the guy no more, or he just lost his mind because he's doing the same exact thing as Joey Merlino. Him and Joey Merlino are doing the same exact thing, and that's breaking the code. Now, Tommy Karate is not shelved in any way, shape, or form. He's coming on the internet talking about codes. This guy's with that guy on record. This guy's straightened out. I mean, he's talking as if he's on our side, like freely, and he's calling everybody rats and all this stuff. And then, what really, he's talking about women being killed and all this stuff. And I know for a fact I was in the same family you were in, Dom, and I'm almost positive that he killed a woman and chopped her head off and drove her out with it. I know that's 100%. I mean, that's the things I know from growing up in the neighborhood with people that hung out with him. This guy was a serial killer. He killed people for no reason. He used to rob drug dealers and kill them. He has so many homicides. It's not even, it's uncountable. They don't even know how many people he killed. That's the truth. So when he comes on here, bashing all these people and talking about down the people, all their lies. You are a serial killer. You are an animal. Okay, you're not a good person. Okay, don't sit here and make it like you're this good guy and we're these bad guys. Okay, you did nothing but take people from their families. Okay, you want to say we ratted, we did. No, you were killing people, innocent people. On top of that, you killed a woman and chopped her head off and drove around with it in your car. Okay, you're gonna sit here and tell me that you're a normal, good person. This is an idol. This is someone that I want to look up to. These people are sick when they say the legend. The legend. The legend of what? A serial killer? This guy was chopping people up in his bathtub.
Well,
so I think people are just very demented right now. They're listening to this, okay, and He's coming on your bashing Mikey Scars, this guy, you talked about your book, this guy's book, everyone's book. They're all this, they're all rats. Buddy, you're on the internet doing the exact same thing that we're all doing. So I don't know if you're losing your mind, you're delusional. I already heard when I was active in the street that you were painting pictures of CO's faces. They already didn't want nothing to do with you in the jail because you acted like a weirdo, doing portraits for the cops. So that's a no-no anyway. So I already knew you lost your marbles already gone. So now you're on here with your daughter, who you met her 7 days ago. Now all of a sudden, you know, you're gonna come on here and try to bash all of us. That's just not gonna happen, buddy. I'm gonna come at you, and there's a lot more I'm gonna talk about, but I'll let someone else chime in. You know.
Well, Gene, you know what? I agree with you with a lot of statements you did say, but folks, just so everybody knows, I'm not going into it tonight. But when I tell you I have paperwork on Tommy Karate, so Tommy, I did mention when he first came on, I put it out there. If you need money, let me know. I'll send it to you.
Really,
I did say it, and I said it's sincere. Don't lose your identity, who you were, that stigma, because everybody's going to look at him, and people, the way it works in the prison system, especially in the Mafia, by him doing this, why do you think, just listen, common sense, the BOP shut him down, stopped it. Here's what happened. Hello, BOP. Hi, this is federal prosecutors. I'm here with so-and-so, FBI agent. Please let Tommy Karate continue to talk because he will slip up. He'll say things to help prior investigations and blah, 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 blah. That's the way it works. They don't, I did time. They wouldn't even let me stock trade with my investments when I was in there. They tried stopping it. They couldn't. But what I'm getting at is that is a violation. You cannot profit while you're in prison. You cannot run a business while you're in the prison system. I was in for 20 years. And I'll give you another, for instance. Sally Avellino had a major garbage route. Other people, cab companies, construction companies, you cannot get on that phone and talk about your business dealings. They will shut you down. You can't do it. They can't say you're running a business. What he's doing right now, even if he says it's his daughter, he's running a business. He's the main scope of the YouTube channel that's getting paid. He's running a business. They're allowing this because they know they're getting information. They're getting information. So do you think all the mobsters in there are looking up to him? They're whispering under their breaths, look at this guy. He lost his mind. I know it. I did with old timers who did lose their mind. It's called the Stockholm Syndrome. You become in love with your captures, the people that are turnkey. That's why he's doing portraits for officers, giving it to them. And, you know, that becomes part of the Stockholm Syndrome. But I did offer him, and I said sincerely, don't ruin your reputation. Don't ruin it. If you need a few dollars, I'll send it to you, because you have Michael the Washwoman Mancuso out there who's running the Bonanno crime family. He's not legitimate. He is definitely fugazi, and he doesn't do the right thing by his guys. That's a fact. I know that firsthand. So we could keep on going back and forth with all this, but Gene is right. Gene is right. This guy is destroyed his legacy. He was a homicidal maniac. I know factual stories from Anthony Indelicato, who he idolized. Tommy Karate idolized. But you know what, folks? It was bad. It was bad. And Gene, just so you know, and I'm not sure if you do or don't know, do you know he took an anatomy course on how to sever? Yeah.
Yes.
On the anatomy, folks, how to cut limbs off, where to go in the joints to sever. That you could take somebody's joint off a lot easier as far as the just hacking away. So he took an anatomy course, how to dismember a body.
And his voice is comical.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but you know what? You know who he reminds me of?
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci.
Listen, Pete Davidson playing him.
Joe Pesci would have been a perfect Tommy Karate.
But 20 years ago, Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
He's too old now. He's 80-something years old, Joe Pesci.
Joe, I know you happened to run into him, I think, right? When you were in MCC New York?
MCC, yeah. I only got to see him
Or from a distance?
well, when I was standing by the door, I don't know if it was 9 South or 9 North, I forget, but he was walking by. Of course, they had him all shackled up and everything. He was saying, "Don't talk to anybody in there. They're all rats. You understand?" And I said, "Okay, Tommy," but he was also on the roof, because MCC, you got to go on the roof for the wreck, right? So
Right.
there was another guy up there, another guy who was a martial artist, and they used to spar up there, and then they couldn't do that because Tommy was hurting people up there, so they locked him down. He was in the box, the whole, you know how it goes, and that's where he spent most of his time.
All right.
But I won't forget, he mentions Richie Davis. I was in prison with Richie Davis. I was in prison with Louis Mena, all the guys that were bringing the drug dealers to him because he was robbing them, killing them.
Yes.
Yeah, he was chopping them up, like you said.
No, he was random,
Yeah.
no reason to kill him. He would just take their drugs and then kill them. That's what he was
Yeah,
doing.
he just killed them anyways. Yeah, he didn't want to leave
Yeah. My friend's father grew up with him. My good friend's father, I had him on my podcast a while back. Victor Paterno's father grew up with him, like
Right.
best friends with him. He was a homicidal fucking maniac. Like, yeah, he was just killing people for no absolute reason.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he on one show says he never killed anyone.
Well, because Louis Mena, when we were in the cell together. Louis wound up flipping later on, anyways. But because he was so small, like Gene says, he's very small. So he would wait in the trees. He would wait in the garbage can for you to come home. I mean, he was very
Crafty.
Yes. He like he said, he never got even a parking ticket. He was kind of low key in his own way, but everybody was scared of him. Everybody knew that he'd just kill you, and that was it. His own friends were afraid of him. They all said it too. The last few that are living, I think, the last couple of guys, they said we were just scared of him, because he just kill you, and everybody he thought was a rat.
He was studying serial killers in his house. When he raided his house, he was studying Ted Bundy and them.
I think it was either Frank Gangi, the one that he didn't kill. That's the guy who used to go with him to the somewhere in the woods. They used to have a certain spot. He used to go to. Yeah, somewhere in Staten Island. They would go to
Staten Island.
That's it. So they would. That's where all the pieces of the bodies were. So
that was only 7 of the people he killed. You know what
right,
I mean? Including the girl that he drove around with her head in
right.
the car.
So like I said, I mean, I didn't hear about that too, but he also talks bad about Jimmy Calandra, which I don't think Jimmy Calandra in my right mind would be making up stories about knowing him.
Jimmy's not lying. Jimmy's not lying.
Yeah, because he even said it. I think I saw an interview with him and Sammy the Bull with Jimmy, and Jimmy's not going to lie about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Come on. No,
Tommy Karate's all in that area with them. That's 100%.
Yeah.
Jimmy Calandra was around the Bonannos in that era, and Paulie Galino was very close to Tommy Karate. That's all. This guy's saying he never killed nobody. He's losing his mind. He's delusional.
Yeah, I think the times got to him, and also there was a lot of stuff that got to him. Don't forget too, he was bullied when he was a kid, and that's why he took up the martial arts. But he became the real thing. So
real
but I've heard of all the. I don't listen to everything, but I mean, I don't believe everything, but I hear things. But yeah, I got to meet him for a few minutes, and then of course I seen him on TV when Sammy flipped that time. He says, "Give me 5 minutes with Sammy alone." No, 3 minutes. Now, could Sammy beat him in a fight or anything? I don't know.
No.
Back then, I don't think so.
Oh, back then, a fist fight? I don't know. I mean, they're both like 4'11".
Yeah, exactly. Would have been something good to watch. I think you know what I mean on a pay-per-view.
You ever see the movies when they stack each other on top of each other with the raincoat on when they try to sneak into a place?
Yeah,
like they go on.
They
get on each other's shoulders and they'll still be like 6 foot with like the
yeah. The jacket comes off and they all start falling down. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, no, he was all kidding aside, I don't know what happened to him while he's doing what he's doing, but the bottom line is he definitely in the street was somebody to deal with.
Yeah, well, listen, he has 30 plus years in prison. It takes a toll on you.
Without a doubt.
On you.
Without a doubt.
Especially now, he wants to become relevant again. People, when you're in the mafia, you have a stigma, especially Tommy. I think his highest rank was just a soldier.
Yeah.
But he was dangerous. He was a dangerous guy. He partied a lot. What's that?
You can't put a guy like that in charge. You'll be like Nicky
No,
Stark all
no,
over
no.
again.
But he
You
was
gotta bring
around
Frankie
another
Murray,
dangerous guy. I think he was with Bruno, wasn't he?
Yes.
He probably
I'll
was.
find
Yeah.
out. I have a ton of paperwork. Trust me, I have paperwork.
He was with that guy also. That was his skipper with the potholes in his face. I forgot what that guy's name was. That was his guy.
But he was also around Spiro too. That was
Spiro,
yeah.
but that wasn't his guy. It
No.
was just for us. I forgot the guy's name. Chicky or something like that, I think.
Yeah, that sounds more familiar.
It was something like that. I forgot who it was. He was around one of them. But Vinny Asaro talked about him all the time and said that he was a murdering fuck.
That's a good thing that you said that. That's what I was going to tell you, Dominic, too. Who forgot about him? Nobody forgot about him. I mean, everybody knows.
No, he is forgotten about in the sense of he's not relevant anymore. He's just a legend.
Yeah, legend.
And
okay.
Who knows? Who knows why he's coming out, why he wants to speak? But that's like Vinny Basciano coming out. Well, I want to do a podcast now. Let me start talking about it since I'm never coming out of jail.
Dom, there was definitely
somebody said Jerry Chili. He was around.
Chili. Yeah.
Listen, there was definitely a beef between Johnny A. and Tommy Karate because I knew the girl. The girl used to date my cousin that was in the house.
So what did you hear that happened? What did you hear happen?
100% they robbed that house. 100%. But Tommy did kill Ryder. He definitely did. 100%. He killed him. 100%. Yeah. What Johnny's story is true because the woman that was watching that house with all his stuff in it, okay, is basically was almost married to my cousin. I don't want to say her name. She's older. Right. She was in that fucking house. Okay?
Well,
my cousin was killed. My cousin's girlfriend at the time was in that fucking house. All right?
Well, suppose he killed the girl that was with his girlfriend that killed her with the junkie or whatever they was. She was giving her drugs again or something like that.
Yeah, and he chopped her head off 100%.
Yeah. That's so that's the one. Yeah.
Just a great guy. You know? Pillar of the community.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody says he's close to 40 years in prison.
Oh, wow. It's probably true.
He was the same time as John Sr. at that trial. They were in together.
Well, in 87?
90, 92.
90, yeah. I saw him in 90. I was in 91. So, yeah, it could be like 91, 92. Yeah, you're right, Gene.
That's when he was locked up.
Yep.
So even if it was 90, you have 2000, 2010, 36 years.
Yeah.
36 years.
Wow.
That's some time. But that's like Vinny Basciano coming out. Let me do a podcast.
And never do it.
Never do it. Well,
you're taking away. What's that?
Mikey knows he's taking selfies, so why not?
And you know what, folks? I said I would stay neutral, but a good point is you hear Tommy Karate talking about the rules and regulations of Cosa Nostra when you take the oath. He was purporting that, well, John A. Liar, his words, John A. Liar could have never went with Victoria Gotti because she was married, and that was John Gotti's daughter and John Jr.'s sister, and you can't go with another made member's family member. That's all bullshit.
Because they could
and
sneak.
Wait, Joe, let me finish, please.
Go ahead, brother.
Then another thing is the fact, not only that happened, and he made that statement when you take the oath, you're not supposed to be talking to media. What about that? So it's okay for Tommy Karate to come out and talk to media? That's a rap move. It's a rap move. Folks, in Cosa Nostra, that's a rap move.
Marvin's dead. So, that's what it is.
Go ahead.
No, that's okay, Dominic. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like you said, it is bullshit because people sneak around all the time. Nobody has to know. You know, there was somebody I don't know if this is true. They said even John Sr. was seeing what he calls daughter on the side. I don't know if it was Nick. Yeah, Nick De La Croce. I don't know if he had a daughter. But that's what rumors.
There was people in the Colombo crime family told me, and I asked, daughter liked me, and I'm like, is it okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Right.
You know, as long as they want to see that, especially if people like you out there, it's okay. Like, they want to see that two families get together, especially, you know, if they know. I even remember Louis Dedone with his daughters. He had two beautiful daughters coming on visits. There was people in the prison. He was like trying to hook them up.
Yeah.
You know, you see, folks, it's just when you're in that life, it's all part of a inner circle. I would well, not me myself, because I right now I detest everything about the life. But there was guys in there back in the day. They would take it as an honor. You want to date my daughter, my sister, go ahead. Especially if you have a good reputation out there.
Right.
You know, they would embrace it. Embrace it. They would prefer to see somebody who knows the life, who's with the life, who's a good guy in the life, be with their family member than some schlup that comes down. Might be a woman beater, might be a drug user. They rather see somebody of quality with their family member. And that's just the way it is.
Well, yeah, like you said, Dominic, remember The Godfather where he says, listen, I don't know, when she brought the guy over there that
They always get killed.
Yeah, he
always
says, "Look,
get
I
killed.
don't know who he is. I don't know what he does. I don't know how he earns a living." And that's the truth. At least, like you said, they all know, and it's kind of better like that because it's in house, and it even makes you even more stronger in a way too by keeping everything in that close
Listen,
knit
the
circle.
son-in-law. Listen, Paul Castellano killed his son-in-law. But my uncle Andy killed his son-in-law. John Gotti had Carmine Bull shot once a week over his daughter. Like, this is what they do. You don't want to date these guys' fucking daughters.
No,
So,
yeah.
Carmine Bull got shot in the leg 65 times over, all right, each time. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, I think that's what they do to you. Like, the son-in-laws always get it. You know what I mean? Especially when you're dating high-ranking, serious guys. You don't want to be near them women. They used to call my cousin Francine the Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm saying, yeah.
But that's why guys like us, we don't want to really date those. It's better to go for us, we go out of the way, you know?
Right. It's true.
No, listen, it happens. It's all part of life. It's all part of the circle. But what he's doing is basically, it's not a good look for him. It's not a good look. Here's a guy who's a legend who tarnished his name. Tarnished his name right now.
Just so you go, I never thought.
And there's people in an uproar over it. But let me tell you something, folks. Also, tune in. We're coming on at 7 p.m. prime time. We got a mega show at 7 p.m. So tune back in. We're hitting a doubleheader. We're back stronger, harder than ever. And that topic, I'm bringing out issues of facts. Issues of facts. We got these wannabe pranksters, internet gangsters, and imposters. They're ruling. They're ruling. They're fabricating and saying what they want. But we're going to address, we're just putting things out there like these Anthony Raimundis of the world. Who are they? Where did they come from? And you know what? I'm going back to my Mafia ways. Can't sit down with me. You're not on my level. You're not on my level. You're not on anybody's level here. Because you could Google Joe Barone, comes up. Google Gene Borrello, comes up. And that's it. We'll leave it at that. But tune in. We're going to have a blockbuster show at 7 p.m. prime time. That's the way we do it at Mafia Roundtable. And the difference is we don't have to embellish. We don't lie. We don't fabricate. We have to make up stories that we feel good. We pat ourselves on the back because I became, over the last month, I'm a junkie. I was just in rehab. I suck somebody's thing. What else? I'm a scam artist. Robbed my grandmother. That we all know. You know, I left her destitute, where she got kicked out of a house. 90-year-old lady had nothing. What else? My product line is garbage. It's tainted. It's this. It's that. Folks, I sleep on women's couches. I have no money. It's all, you know what? It's all true. It's all true.
Listen.
But the ironic part is, tune in, because we're going to come out with fact after fact after fact. And all these pranksters, I'm here. Never took the witness protection program. I'm here. Didn't bounce around. Hey, they're after me. They're going to kill me. Who are you? Because you're a ghost. And like I said earlier, I have a bunch of FBI agents in my phone. Hey, have you heard? Never heard of him. Have you heard? Never heard of him. Who is he? Never heard of him. That's the part. So tune in live at 7 prime time, and we're going to say facts. And I don't have to, folks. I don't hate anybody as far as I got to worry about views, money on YouTube. You know what? I'm so broke, but I was able to give thousands of dollars of shirts out. I'm so broke, I gave away thousands of dollars of books. I'm so broke, tens of thousands to bring people out to a Thanksgiving dinner, big house for 3 days, paid all the expenses. I'm on the balls of my ass, but it's hard out there. So please, if you can, donate. I need it. Let me start making up lies to get views. It's really. But we're addressing that at prime time tonight. So, Gene, anything else with Tommy Karate? How do you feel? Or you want to go to the questions?
No, one thing I want to just add in with Tommy Karate, like I said, bro, at the end of the day, he was a Bonanno legend. That's 100%. But it's like he should have just left it alone, because like he's known as probably one of the most prolific hitmen of all time. Like, that's not an exaggeration. He's known as one of the most prolific killers, and he never cooperated technically. Like Scarpa cooperated. Like Tommy Karate killed more people than Gregory Scarpa. Like, it's 100%. Like, listen, I'm telling you, this guy killed more people than anybody. This comes out of everyone's mouth. So for him to go and do this at 70 years old and ruin his whole legacy, you're never coming home again. What was the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Why?
I think he needed the money. Maybe his daughter needed the money.
Right.
And, he's probably saying the life is over with. I might as well go out and put it out there.
Listen, I'm telling you, I'm not know-it-all. I was around some Bonanno guys that you all knew that were older than us, that been around since the fucking 30s, born in the 30s. Mm-hmm. Vinny told me he was on the Carmine Galante hit. Now, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I know that he was there on that murder on Carmine.
Well, I have stacks of papers. Oh, folks, while we got everybody on, over 1,000 people in the on the live, tune in at 7 p.m. By the way, I didn't even tell you guys, I have a surprise guest here in my house. A surprise guest in my house. Well, it's not my house. It's my. Well, I can't even say, because they're even saying I'm not even married. So I guess in my girlfriend's home, who I live on her couch, we're in the house. So she allowed me. I had to give up the couch, so I'm outside on the lake sleeping at night. So I take all the bug spray, put it on me. But I have a guest here coming on live with us tonight at 7, because he has a lot to say also. Another guy from the Bronx. So, folks, we rocking and rolling here.
Wait,
it's going to be explosive. What's that?
One more thing before you go to the questions.
Oh, no, we were still going. We have another hour.
Snuff was now trying to be like a big shot, like, we don't need the money. Like, Snuff, you're a broken down, nothing used car salesman. You're the guy in the cell phone store that spins the sign. Like, you have no business. Like, it's just insane now. Like, he thinks he's some big shot, bro. Like, you get 10% of the business. Like, you're a clown.
The rumor is on the street now that this mic is out, that Snuff has a little bit of a ownership percentage.
So at the end of the year, he still comes out with $200,000 a year. He's a fucking
but Gene, you know what? The guy came up. You gotta give him that.
Yeah, he came up. He was a car salesman for Kia. I agree. Yeah.
Gotta give him that though. I give him that. I don't knock it. Listen.
He's a clown, that kid. He thinks he's something. You are nobody, Snuff. You have no business sitting on the internet talking about us. You are absolute nobody. Your dad was a degenerate gambler, owed everybody money. You're a bunch of broken down bums. Philadelphia bums. Like, just stop, bro. You're nothing. You're nobody. God. Collecting your wife's social security check. Get out of here, bro.
So what do you think, Gene? Being vocal today, does that make somebody's street resume bigger? Like somebody like Tommy Karate? Or is it destroying his resume?
It destroys it. Yeah. Listen, we did what we did. We're different. We're on the other side. You know what I'm saying? This guy, I don't understand why he's even, like, doing this. Like, he was a bro. He was honestly, like, he's probably the most legit gangster you could say. Like, in history, he's one of the most legit guys. So for him to do that, it's insane. And I guess he's just losing his mind. Bro, I told you, I was in the street. We were getting word that was coming back to the wise guys. Like, yo, Tommy Karate lost his mind. He's doing portraits of the cops. I'm telling you, I was in the street till 2015. I'm telling you, he was saying they lost his mind. He said he was losing it. You know?
And here's some of the questions I have down. Can an associate legitimately compare his mafia credentials to a Bonanno soldier?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because you know where Tommy crossed that line as a made member of Cosa Nostra? By him coming on social media.
Yeah.
That put him on an associate's level. It opened them up. Just the way Joey Merlino. Joey Merlino is a boss of Philly. Is the boss. And yet, he opened it up when he went on social media. He becomes a civilian as far as he doesn't have the authority to say you can't sit with me anymore. You lose those credentials. And any made guy in Cosa Nostra that sits with him doesn't know the life.
Right.
I would not recognize him. Even anybody in Cosa Nostra that sits with Joey Merlino, basically in my book, my opinion, they don't know the life. They should be disregarded as well. How could you acknowledge somebody who violated the code? I'm sorry. So you might, you know what? And here's another thing. I could put a dozen guys together who cooperated right now. Right now. We put everybody together. We go into New York. We'll take over.
Yeah, they're all clowns. Yeah,
We'll take over. We could become the new crime family.
The guys that are out there are ballless. A lot of them are ballless. Yeah, they never did nothing.
They would shit in their pants. And I guarantee you, at least 80% of them, the associates, everybody will come around because a lot of cooperators from us, Frankie Joya, Mikey Scars, Franchise, Sammy the Bull. Listen, Joey Caves, Joey Caves. Even John, we'll throw John Lito in there, and I don't think he was straightened out.
Johnny Eli, there's so many bad.
Hey, like we all went together. Number one, we have money makers, earners. We would crush it. We would crush it, and the people would fall in line. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
What are they going to do? But that's past. That's just hypothetical.
Listen, and another thing I want to say, Joey Merlino, I hope you're listening. Do not try to compare anybody to wives. Don't go that route with us. Please don't. I'm gonna keep it real nice.
And that's for tomorrow, Gene. That's for tomorrow. No, I am touching that topic tomorrow.
If he wants to,
because he wants to throw. Joey, you want throwing innuendo?
Miss Thailand, you better stop it. I'm telling you now, Joey, because you have no business bringing up wives. Your wives is the biggest embarrassment, mockery ever to you. So stop. Don't go that route, please, please. Well,
that's for tomorrow. That's for tomorrow. Yeah. I'm coming out with that.
Debbie does Dallas. Come on now, let's get out of here.
So
come on.
Aside from that, what Tommy's doing, even in my opinion, it's a no-no. So, but let me tell you something, Tommy, and I hope your daughter goes and tells you. With me, you definitely better watch your P's and Q's, because remember, I was extremely close with Bruno and Delicato. He was in my crew. And I have all paperwork. Sal Vitale, Frankie Copa, Frankie Lino, Richie Cantarelli, Joey D'Amico, James Taglione. I will produce dates, times, and people. You really, and if you want to go there, and now talk about personal knowledge about when you would use illegal drugs. And it's out there. I know it all. So, and that is a fact. That is a fact. So we know why you did kill. I know why a lot of people did get killed. The reasoning behind it. So if you want to go there, we'll go there. And I will expose it through this paperwork, sworn statements, affidavits. I have them. Remember, Bonanno Capo, who had a lot of paperwork before I cooperated, still have it. So if you want to go there, open up the door with me. So let's see. That's a challenge. And you know what, folks? Somebody like Tommy Karate, I go back and forth with that. You know why? He has reputation. He has credentials. He was somebody out there. Somebody like other people on social media, I'm not going to go back at you. Who are you? Who knows you? Nobody even knows you. You have no history. You Google the name. It says no history. Nobody known. Self-proclaimed Vlad TV. That's a Anthony Raimondi story. I put them up there because woo, big prolific killer and did this, did that. Rah, 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 rah. What'd you do? What have you done? Sounds good. Sounds good, but what are you showing? And by you lying, I look at people's integrity when they're actually lying. People know, and just people. I want everybody to look it up. I'm in trial transcripts. There's testimony. There's newspaper articles. The only bad newspaper article was I robbed my grandmother. That was it. That was it. Never I was a drug addict. Never I was a drug user. Never I was in rehab. Never I was involved in any scams whatsoever. What else? What else? Oh, never sucked somebody off. Nothing sexual. You know, if I did, I did. I would say, like, wow. But you know what? The ironic part of it all, when people have to stoop low and fabricate things to put it out there, make themselves sound big, that shows their integrity, their value, their self-esteem. They have none. They have none, because to fabricate and make lies about somebody and then attack somebody's wife who has nothing to do with it. Now, it's one thing if my wife was in a grand jury and I'm talking about rats, talking about rat this, rat that, yet I'm sleeping with a rat because she was in a grand jury giving up information. That's different. It's another thing if my wife was out there, it said in the newspaper she was pregnant with a pro football player's baby. She had to go get an abortion because I was in jail. Go ahead. That's open. That's open territory. My wife has nothing to do with social media. My wife was never out there. And to continuously to get calls from a burner phone that linked back to Joey Molino's guys because I have all the information. Remember, I can't find it. Do me a favor, find out who this is, because now it's getting bad with what they're saying. And I find where it's linking back to. Joey, guarantee you this. I like cigars. Remember that one. I love smoking cigars.
He steals them all.
So, so you want to answer questions now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Homer says, Dom, when did you get married? I got married. I don't know. I'm not married. They had the audacity to say, hey, where's your wedding papers? I don't owe anybody anything. Anything. All I owe is all the women. Thank you so much for letting me sleep on your couch for all these years. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. So, Gene, all the properties you saw, everything you saw, Joe, everything you saw,
it was fake. The 6 cars is fake too.
No, that I borrowed them from the dealership when you came here.
Yeah.
So stop it. So let's see what the comments have to say. Let's share some love. Thank you. James Italian, thank you for the contribution. Do you know I'm riding with you all the way? Thank you, James. Michelle, thank you for the contribution. We got Michelle again. Thank you for the contribution. If you were in rehab, you couldn't post every day after the gym like you were. Thank you, Michelle. But no, I was in rehab. I'm a drug user. I'm a drug addict. Wait. You know.
Yeah, he's smoking rocks.
That shit was good.
Tommy Karate was snorting coke and smoking crack before he went
on the hit. Listen, trust. I have
yeah.
Tommy doesn't even want to go there with me.
I know. These guys are crazy. They forget, like, you know, we were a part of the same family you were, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, you forget, like, the Bonanno crime family is like 300 members, and like they all know each other, buddy. Like, it's weird. Vinny Asaro, all these guys that came up with know you very well. Like,
John, thank you for the contribution.
Thanks,
Do
John.
May guys and associates ever acknowledge that they are talking? What's that? SSR? Huh?
Taking like SSR is like a kind of an anxiety medication.
You know what? I don't like feeling down or loopy, but Vinny would take every night Xanax to go to sleep. It actually rested him. Vinny's the type of guy he really doesn't sleep, so he'd take his Xanax at night, be refreshed in the morning. So yeah, they do take Xanax, I guess, if that's that medication.
And there's all different doses. It could be a light dose just to not take the edge off. That's all.
John, thank you for the contribution. Karate's just like Roy DeMeo, antisocial
worse.
psychopath, psycho.
He was worse.
Worse?
He was worse than Roy DeMeo. He killed way more people than him. Roy DeMeo, even John Sr. said it. Roy killed 33 people. Tommy got him beat. Definitely. Definitely.
John, thank you again for the contribution. Best part of your show for me, Dom.
Humility,
authenticity, and the guy's ability to educate the viewers. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. We try our hardest. You know what, John? I'm not a fly-by-night. I don't have to embellish. People could Google me, and not YouTube. Just Google me. Article after article, testimony. I'm not proud of my past, but I don't back away from it. I don't shy from it. I do a lot of speaking engagements. I'm doing a lot of charitable work out there. And when I bring up my past, all law enforcement, they actually commend where I've been, where I've come from, and what I'm doing now. And it becomes a joke when people want to just come out. Listen, I'm an open book. Pull up trial transcript, pull up testimony. Joe even had his investigator come to my family. What can you find? But for you, Gene, but you know how degrading that is? But we're going to talk about that at 7. Tune back in at 7, because tonight's show at 7, we're exposing.
I could see him talking into the phone. He's, these rats, I don't know what he's talking to. He's like this big. Look, he's down. He's like, these rats, I swear.
I don't, you know what, but Gene, that's his prerogative. He could come out and defend whatever reason he's doing it. We know the guy, in my opinion, too much time in jail. It eats away at you. Eats away at you. So
yeah,
I feel for him. You know why I feel for him? Because he just destroyed his legacy, in my opinion.
He don't care. He's probably lost his marbles. He's drawing portraits for the cops. You can't do that in a penitentiary.
John, again, thank you for the contribution. Karate thinks he's rich because he has enough to buy those little Debbie snacks on Canteen. You know what? It's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going through his mind, but he's fallen right into the trap of the government without a doubt.
Tuscan.
Thank you for the contribution. Love these lives. Thank you, fellas. God bless. No, love having you all on. Thank you. We're still an hour into it, 1,040 people. So people, we're here. We keep it real. But tune in at 7 p.m. I have a guest appearance live in my home is going to come on because we're going to address somebody else who purports they have a lot of money. They're with Jersey Mike. Come to find out, the property is only a couple of $100,000. Folks, I have investigators. I have attorneys. And granted, we got in touch with an attorney who wanted, since I was coming out with a story, I was going to talk about those 14 big properties, those mega millions that were invested. It was only a couple of $100,000, one parcel, one piece. So I'm debating, should I even bring up the corporation that I found with the entities who own it? But I don't know. I don't know. So we got a lot of stuff, folks. I don't play that. But you know what? I'm here. I'm here. And when I say something, you can bank on it. And the guy who's with me tonight, he had a lot to say on somebody's show. Sticking up for me. I didn't even know it. Sticking up for me. So he's going to come back, and we're just setting the record straight with everything. And that's it. Because sit downs, I'm a beast. I'm a beast. You can't sit down with me and debate because I'll talk facts. You could talk propaganda. And you know what, Gene? Another ironic part, I was even thinking about doing a live Mafia Roundtable. Invite all these tough guys, these wannabe killers, because they talk like they're really somebody. I will pay. Well, I have no money, so maybe if the viewers will help, maybe we could fly them in. We could put them up in a hotel, and then have a live sit down. But the condition would be they have to sign. Gene, have you ever heard, or Joe, ever heard of a tough man contract or agreement?
No.
Folks, tune in live at 7. You'll find out what a tough man agreement is. That's when you're in a penitentiary, what you have to sign to go on the compound sometimes. Tune in. I'm going to educate anybody. So if they want to come, we'll do that tough man. Yes.
Here I come to save the day.
We'll wrap it up. We're back to where we started again. Unbelievable. But never simple, never easy. That's for sure. So let's go into another comment. But we'll see everybody at 7.
I'm gonna eat right now. I'm coming back on at 7. All right.
All right, Gene. We'll see you later.
All right, Gene.
All right. Anyway, yes, we're going to dinner. We're going to eat. We'll go to dinner, okay? Oh, my Lord. I can't even. Just can't get enough of me. I'm just irresistible. Let's see who else we have here. Sorry. Okay, love these lives. John, good to see you. When they served the search warrant on his home, they found a ton of documentaries,
right,
specifically on serial killers like Ted Bundy. Yes,
that's right.
We've heard that. Thank you for that. What do we have? John again. Thank you for the contribution. Karai studied police forensics process. He cut the head off and buried it away from the torso because back then the dental records would identify.
That's right.
Well, thank you for that. James Proctor T, thank you for the contribution. Barone, put those guns away. John again, thank you for the contribution. Hey, Dom, to be fair, it's really a nice couch. Thank you. Much love to you, too. So I guess you slept on a lot of couches as well. John, again, thank you for the contribution. Iceman Kaczynski has a better rep than what's that Munchkin Man. Okay. Who else we have? James Proctor again. Dom, are you due back from rehab? Lunch, chop, chop. Yes, I have to go. I have to go to rehab again. So, it's unbelievable. Jimmy, thank you for the contribution. Hey, Big Dom fan, do you know Joey DiNapoli, Lucchese guy? Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Nice guy, old timer. I don't know. Is he still alive, Joe?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I don't know. I haven't seen him. I can't tell you.
James Proctor, thank you again for the contribution. Barone can use karate as a guitar pick.
I don't know what that means, but I can use it for whenever I need it. Thanks, though.
There you go. Jimmy Rivera, good to see you, Jimmy. Hey, Mr. Cicale, being a capo and having such a large crew, would you constantly looking behind your back because of the treachery of the life? I didn't look for that.
I don't think you did, Dominic.
No.
I don't remember you ever being
no. The only time I did go heavy with force after I beat the crap out of Gino Gillespie, who's a made member of my crew. I beat him down on Vinny Basciano's order, and that wasn't a good thing. That wasn't a good thing for him. But every time I came, I had guys with me because a real gangster would have looked and taken me out. I would have. Definitely somebody puts their hands on me like that.
Yeah.
James Proctor, thank you again for the contribution. Dom, beat me in chest at sit down rehab. You know what, folks? The ironic part, I've never been to rehab. I've used in the past as a kid, partied like a rock star, but never, even at trials, at all the trials never came up I was a drug user. Never. I mean, all the stuff that's coming out, it's crazy. It's beyond. So let's see what else we have. Spike, Joe, I'm dead against cooperating in informants, especially for 18 years. But I just watched your Vlad interview. I respect and love for the support for your father. Well,
no, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I don't disagree with you either. You know what I mean? So. But I really appreciate that comment. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for the contribution, Dino. Dom, welcome back. I got on late. Good to see you again. Folks, we're coming on live at 7 prime time. We're going to address the topic is Dom Cicale, Capo, issues facts. Wannabe pranksters, internet gangsters, imposters rule. Why do they rule? Why are they pranksters and internet gangsters? Why? Why would I say something like that, folks? Tune in, because all the nonsense that's going on, the only way they could have an audience with me from here on out has to be live, one-on-one to my face. Because I guarantee you, and I will put all the tea in China on it, they won't say half the shit to my face. Because with that, we're going to go into a tough man contract. Tough man contract that they do in the penitentiary. I'll go back to old school if I have to. And that's it. So, and just the way it is.
I never heard of that. Yeah, I'm surprised I never heard of that contract.
Johnny, you got a problem with somebody say it not behind an avatar. Okay. What do we have? Vincent, thank you for the contribution. Dom, welcome back. Hey, Mr. Barone.
What's going on, Vincent? Good to see you.
MRT is awesome. And let me address something else. There's a young, I do think you were a nice person. You had some qualities, but to constantly spew out negativity, it's not productive. It's not healthy. And maybe that's why you're by yourself. Maybe that's why your purported father, Sal Russo, you didn't speak to him for 15 years. Well, he actually told me, you remember, he had peace of mind for 15 years. That's embarrassing to say. So everything you're doing, it's not productive. You could go on anybody's show, say what you want, but I have facts with you as well. I never did anything wrong to you. I never did anything against you. I kept my mouth shut continuously, but really it has to stop. You're bothering 70 and 80-year-old people. You're berating them, you're harassing them, you're chastising them. And these are people that didn't know each other. All different parts of the U.S. Can't be everybody, Cynthia. And yet the nucleus with the 7, 8, the dozen people is Cynthia. You have a problem with the whole dozen. How is that possible? It's not like they're all from the same neighborhood. You even tried to turn people in my neighborhood, that people I grew up with from childhood. I take their side all day long because they're not here to lie. They're not here to hurt me. They're not here to talk about my wife. They're not here to talk about me behind my back, that I have no balls. I need a good kick in my balls, right? You never said that either? Because I wouldn't do A, B, and C that you wanted? You need to stop, grow up, and I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you. You know why? Because I saw some quality in you, but you really need to stop the hate and the anger. And really, that's for sure. It's just a good word of advice.
Thanks, John.
John, thank you for the contribution. When your Uncle Pete made the appearance on Goodfellas, how did Scorsese approach him? And did they have to approach the leadership of the family before? That's a really good question.
Really good.
I think they had a connection over there, and there was a lot of people. The guy who had the pink Cadillac, Johnny Roast Beef.
Yeah.
What did they name him? Johnny Roast Beef?
That's it. Johnny Roast Beef, yep.
He was really Johnny Roast Beef. He had a deli, I think on, I want to say 3rd or 4th Avenue and maybe 136th Street.
Wow.
Yeah, my Uncle Peter, when he came home from jail, Anthony Bawat put him with Johnny Roast Beef to work in the deli because he was in the halfway house.
Wow, nice.
But, yeah, no, there was a lot of guys too from there. But my uncle got close with, not close, but he was palling around with Robert De Niro a little bit. My uncle's very jovial, quick-witted on his feet. And I have a lot of Uncle Pete stories. That's without a doubt.
He also got along really good with what's her name, the girl that was Henry Hill's wife in there too. Said she was very, very nice.
Lorraine Bracco.
Lorraine Bracco said she was very nice. Yes.
Yeah. No. Till this day, friends of mine know her.
Yeah.
And I actually did an interview with her and said she's a sweetheart. She's
Yeah.
down to earth, really good woman.
I've heard that. Yep.
So, well, she's Italian. What do you expect? So, folks, I have to take my lovely wife out to dinner. Stay tuned. We're coming back with special guest live at 7. Special guest is coming on live in my house. I'm not going to show that. So, Cynthia, I just saved you too. Just saved you. That's because I do like you. I do like you. General, thank you for the contribution. Welcome back. Just when I thought you were out, they pulled me back in. You can never get rid of me. Never. Never. I don't give up. I needed some time off. I needed to rest. It went out there. I was in drug rehab. Go figure. But tune in at 7 because we're going to address Dom Cicale, issues, facts. Wannabe pranksters, internet gangsters, impostors rule. Why? What happened? What's going on?
This show you should have had "Welcome Back" Carter song coming on.
Yeah.
Welcome back. You know what I mean, right?
That's a good one. But tune back in live at 7 because at 7, we're bringing it everything to light. Everything to light. All the propaganda. And like I said, I have a live guest in my house. It's going to tell it the way it is. Especially with people they purport they have millions of dollars. They have nothing. They have a car dealership in a gas station. That's a dealership in a gas station? Oh, my Lord. But these are, guys, hundreds of millions of dollars to work. Go figure. You could be who you want to be. You know what, guys? I'm going to show a video on the internet, me walking on water. I'm walking on water. You could be who you want on the internet, but one thing is for sure, I'm well known. I'm well known all over New York and then some. You know why? And it doesn't say Vlad TV said this because I proclaimed this or that. It's well documented for many years. So stay tuned. And folks, check out Wise Guy Workouts. Go to wiseguyworkouts.com. And by the way, our supplement line is independently tested by a third-party laboratory. So, folks, again, people want to knock, they want to hate. Keep on hating because we'll just keep on proving you wrong. And you look ridiculous. So with that said, people, I'm going to grab something to eat. Much love and respect to everybody. We'll see everybody at prime time tonight. And again, much love and respect. I'm not saying good night to anybody because I expect everybody to be back on tonight at 7. Joe, you as well.
Thank you, Dominic.
Peace out, everybody. Much love.
Enjoy your meal. I'm going to do mine too.
Thank you.